Hello students, welcome to a new lecture of organic compounds. In fact, last lecture of organic compounds in which we are going to discuss about benzene and its compound. In the previous lectures we have seen about alkanes which is a saturated hydrocarbons and alkenes and alkynes which are unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now the next hydrocarbon is aromatic hydrocarbon which is nothing but benzene, and we will be seeing its compounds as well, right? So what is the molecular formula of benzene? C6H6 is the molecular formula. With that molecular formula, its structure is a 6-membered ring. All these 6 are carbons, and in that there are alternating pi bonds present. On each carbon there is one hydrogen. Therefore the molecular formula was what? C6H6. But though benzene is having double bonds in them, does it behave like other alkenes? Even alkenes have the double bonds in them, right? The only difference is benzene has 3 double bonds, but alkenes may have 1 or 2 or 3, but its structure will not be of this shape, right? But even though it has double bonds present in them, but it will not behave like other alkenes. Why? What is the special feature of benzene which others don't have? Is its aromatic nature. Aromatic nature. What does it mean by aromatic nature? Aromatic nature means whatever pi bonds you are naming them. Let me give numbering of the carbons as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I have drawn this structure as a structure of benzene, but it is not always this structure of benzene. It is under constant delocalization which takes place, resulting in a structure. Everything is same in the other structure also, but the only difference is pi bonds which are here. What is the difference between this ring and the other ring? Same numbering I will do. I am not changing the ring shape or anything, exactly the same. But earlier the pi bond was between first and sixth carbon. Now the pi bond is between first and second. What does that mean? That means the 3 pi bonds which are present inside benzene is under continuous delocalization. Delocalization means they are not fixed. They will be continuously changing their place. If it is called as localized, means they are fixed at this carbon only, they are fixed at this carbon only, they are fixed at this carbon only. That means that the bonds are local. Pi bond is localized to 2 and 3. But delocalization means the pi bonds are not always delocalized on 2 and 3, not always delocalized at 4 and 5, and not always delocalized on 6 and 1. That means they are continuously changing their place from alternating positions to give this position. Once you get this structure, even this structure is also not stable or localized. Even this also undergoes delocalization to give the other. That means structure A and B are called as resonating structures. Structure A and B are called as resonating structures, and this process of continuously delocalization of pi bonds are called as resonance. That special phenomena is called as resonance, right? What does resonance means? Inside the ring, when can that happen? If pi bonds are alternately present in the ring, then only the pi bonds will not be fixed to any one particular carbon. They are continuously getting delocalized to different positions inside the ring. So instead of taking structure A or structure B as the final structure, we have a completely different structure which is a hybrid of both A and B, and that structure is called as resonance hybrid. is structure C. What is structure C? It is called as resonance hybrid. Actually, it should not be this way. It means that the pi bond is continuously delocalizing throughout the ring. It is not fixed to any one particular carbon. Therefore, this type of benzene ring inside present in a 6-membered cycle is called as resonance hybrid. So, am I taking a double bond for any two carbons? No. What I am doing is, as double bond is not fixed to any one carbon, what I am saying is, instead of a thick line which means a pi bond, the pi bond is, one pi bond is not present, half of the pi bond is here, another half here. Same way the next pi bond, half of the pi bond is here and another half is here. Same way the next pi bond, half of the electron density is here, another half is here. Making the pi electrons, pi bond is made of pi electrons, right? That pi electrons which are overlapping on the benzene ring and below the above the benzene ring and below the benzene ring is making the ring behave as electron rich, because the pi electron cloud is, if this is the ring, on top of the benzene ring there is pi electron density, below the benzene ring also there is pi electron density. That means benzene ring is rich in pi electrons. Even ethylene was also rich in pi electrons. To that you have done electrophilic addition reactions, right? That was ethylene, to which you have added electrophile. What is electrophile? Electron rich. Because the electrons, pi electrons are present here, because the pi electrons are present on the ring, that means electrophile can easily come, and ethylene was acting like a nucleophilic substrate. If a substrate is behaving like a nucleophile, reagent should have electrophile in it. That reaction in which electrophile is getting added by breaking the pi bond was called as electrophilic addition reaction. That means we should expect even benzene ring to undergo the same electrophilic addition reactions by breaking the pi bond. But is that pi bond just like the other pi bonds? No. You cannot treat this pi bond as a normal pi bond, because it is not fixed to any one particular carbon. In that case, you are fixing the pi bond that it is between this and this carbon. But can you fix a pi bond in the benzene ring? You cannot. So, if the bond itself is not fixed, how can you break it to add a particular reagent, right? That means, therefore, benzene ring cannot undergo addition reaction. Then which reaction will it undergo? It can undergo substitution reaction, in which the pi bonds inside the ring will not be disturbed. Therefore, the hydrogens which are present on the benzene ring, how many hydrogens it has? It has 6 hydrogens, right? All these 6 hydrogens which are present on the benzene ring can only react. Inside the ring, the pi bond or the pi electrons cannot react, because they are continuously revolving inside the ring. You cannot catch hold of them. If you try to catch hold of them, it jumps to the next carbon. If you go to the next carbon, it jumps to another carbon. They are not fixed to any one particular carbon. Therefore, you don't have to touch those pi electrons. That means aromaticity cannot be disturbed. Whatever you do outside the ring or on the ring. On the ring, who is present? Hydrogens are present. What is the nature of hydrogen? Is they can be substituted by some other group. If you can substitute or replace, because another group cannot come. If it comes, tetravalency is getting disturbed, right? Whatever may be the nature, whether delocalization or localization, whatever you'd say, but tetravalency of carbon should always be maintained. If you try to add any other, suppose A group, is the carbon having tetravalency or more than that? It gets more than that. single bond, single bond, single bond, single bond, total 4. Inside also there is one bond, 5 bonds carbon cannot make, right? The only option you have is to substitute this or replace this hydrogen with some other group. What can be that group? As the benzene has so much electrons inside it, it can attract electrophiles from outside. If electrophiles are getting attracted towards the ring and getting replaced by hydrogen, it will undergo electrophilic. Seeing these electrons inside, electrophile gets attracted. But can it go inside? It cannot go. Where will it go? It has only one option, to substitute or to replace this hydrogen. That means it can undergo a reaction which is electrophilic substitution reaction, but not electrophilic addition reaction cannot take place. Electrophilic substitution reaction only can take place, in which the place of that hydrogen will be taken up by electrophile. If one electrophile is coming, the other 5 hydrogens remains the same, and the benzene ring which you get is called as monosubstituted benzene. If you take 2 electrophiles, you will get disubstituted benzene as the product. Same way you can get trisubstituted benzene or even polysubstituted benzene, right? How many hydrogens you are replacing, that will be the type of product. Only one hydrogen means monosubstituted benzene, 2 means disubstituted benzene. And in the nomenclature itself we have seen how many types of monosubstituted benzenes are possible. If you take OH group, monosubstituted benzene is called as phenol. If you take NH2 group, monosubstituted benzene is called as aniline. If you take methyl group, monosubstituted benzene is called as methyl benzene. If you take carboxylic acid as the group, it is called as benzoic acid. If aldehyde is present, benzaldehyde. All that monosubstituted benzenes also you have seen. And disubstituted also you have seen, in which orthodisubstituted, metadisubstituted and paradisubstituted benzenes were present, right? Now you understood the special nature of benzene. Let us study what kind of compounds can be given by benzene. Benzene, if benzene is present in any compound, that compounds are called as benzenoid compounds. If benzene is not present in the compound but still it is having aromatic nature, they are called as non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. We will see aromatic compounds having benzene ring and aromatic compounds not having benzene ring. The first compound is benzene itself. Is it? For our understanding, I am taking this structure, right? What is it an aromatic compound? Yes. Is it having any benzene ring? Yes, right? This is benzenoid. Same way, what I will take is 2 benzene ring fused. What is the name of this compound? Naphthalene. Does it have a benzene ring? Yes. Is it having aromatic nature? Yes. So even this compound is also benzenoid as well as aromatic. Same way, anthracene. Does it have a benzene ring? Yes. Does it have aromatic nature? Yes. So this is also a benzenoid aromatic compound. The name of this compound is anthracene. Another aromatic compound is having 2 rings but they are not fused. They are separated by 1 bond. 6 carbons here, 6 carbons here. But in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 are missing, 6 plus 6 should be 12 there, but here there are only 10, that means they are fused, right? This is also benzenoid. and this is also benzenoid, but the name of this is biphenyl. Is it having a benzene ring? Yes. Does it have any aromatic nature? Yes. So even this compound is also benzenoid as well as aromatic, right? But there are other compounds also who don't have any benzene ring but still they are aromatic. What are they? Pyridine. Another pyrrole. Right? Are they having benzene ring? C6H6 ring is there? No. It is a 6-membered ring, but nitrogen is present, not carbon. That means C6H6 ring is not there. So it is non-benzenoid. Is it having aromatic nature? Yes. Non-benzenoid, aromatic. How about the next? Is there any benzene ring? No. Is it aromatic? Yes. Non-benzenoid, aromatic compounds. Right? These are all the aromatic compounds. That means there must be a rule which every compound should follow. Whoever follows that rule becomes aromatic. What is that rule? That rule is called as Huckel's rule. According to Huckel's rule, anyone having 2n plus 2 pi electrons becomes aromatic. If it becomes aromatic, what type of structure will it have? Whoever follows that rule, the structure of that molecule will be planar, and it should have what? Pi electrons, but in what manner? Alternating. Alternating pi electrons should be present. It should be planar. It should be having alternating pi electrons. How many? 2n plus 2. If it is not having 2n plus 2, that means the compound is not aromatic. What is the value of n? N can be 1, 2, 3, 4, any value, right? It should be positive integers, right? Let us apply Huckel's rule to all of them, right? Let us apply it to at least first benzene and naphthalene. In benzene, can you take n 2 into n plus 2? If you take n, how many pi electrons it has? 6 pi electrons, right? So let us apply 0 value first. 2 zeros are 0 plus 2. Is it coming 6? No, it's not coming 6. Then what we will do? Let us apply 1. 2 ones are 2 plus 2. How much it will be? 2 ones are 2 plus 2 is 4. It is not coming, right? Then what next? 2 2s are 2 2s are 4 plus 2 6 pi electrons, right? So if you go on increasing n value, after substituting this value, the answer which you get should be equal to the pi electrons it has. If it has 6 pi electrons, then the compound is aromatic. If it has 2 pi electrons, aromatic. 6 pi electrons, aromatic. After 6, 7, 8, 6 pi electrons, aromatic. 8 not aromatic. 4 also not aromatic. 8 also not aromatic. 10 aromatic. 12 not aromatic. 14 aromatic. 16 not aromatic. These pi electrons means it is not aromatic. These pi electron means it is aromatic, right? Same way you can apply for this also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means how many pi electrons? Each pi bond has 2 electrons. 5 pi bond means 10 electrons. Where did I keep 10 electrons? Here. That means even naphthalene is also aromatic in nature, right? These are the requirements for any compound who can be aromatic or who cannot be aromatic, right? Now we will look at the reactions in which benzene can be prepared, right? You might have already seen the preparation of benzene in our previous reactions. The latest one was in last class, which was during the properties of alkynes. What was the last property of alkyne we have seen? Last property of alkyne was polymerization, in which we have seen two types of polymerization: linear polymerization and cyclic polymerization. Alkyne, which alkyne we have taken? We have taken the simplest alkyne, having triple bond. Polymerization means what happens during polymerization? During polymerization, one pi bond breaks in the molecule to give a sigma bond with the other molecule. Pi bond of one molecule breaks to form a sigma bond with the other molecule, right? So that is cyclic polymerization, which was in the form of red hot iron tube. Okay, red hot tube. With that red hot tube, I will do the changes in product only, not in the substrate. Right? This pi bond breaks and a sigma bond will be formed here. This pi bond breaks and a sigma bond will be formed here. This pi bond breaks and a sigma bond will be formed here. Now you count the number of carbons present in the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On each carbon there is a hydrogen or not? Yes, there is a hydrogen on each carbon. And then let me give numbering even here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Between 1 and 2 there is a double bond. Between 2 and 3 is there any double bond? No. And then again between 3 and 4 there is a double bond. Between 4 and 5 there is not a double bond. Then again 5 and 6 there is a double bond. Right? If you do cyclic polymerization of alkyne in the presence of red hot tube, you will get the structure of benzene. That is one preparation of benzene. Another preparation of benzene is by doing decarboxylation of aromatic acids. Aromatic carboxylic acid means any carboxylic acid in which carboxylic acid means having C double bond OH as the group. If a compound is having COOH group, it is called as carboxylic acid. If a compound is having aromatic ring also, it is called as aromatic carboxylic acids. From aromatic carboxylic acids also, aromatic acids. From aromatic acids also, you can prepare a simple benzene ring in which what you have to do is remove carboxylic acid in the presence of calcium oxide and sodium hydroxide. This reaction also is not new to you. You have seen this lime in the presence of NaOH during alkanes preparation, in which what we have done, carboxylic acid is treated with this to get alkane, right? In which one carbon atom was less. Same way carbon dioxide will be eliminated out in the form of calcium carbonate and hydrogen comes here. So one carbon atom less, hydrogen comes here, carbon dioxide goes out. This is nothing but benzene. This is carboxylic acid. Which carboxylic acid? Aromatic carboxylic acid. What is the name of this aromatic carboxylic acid? Benzoic acid. Right? Now, this is the preparation of benzene. Another preparation of benzene is by taking phenol. Is from phenol. If you treat phenol, what is the structure of phenol? Benzene with an OH group is called as phenol. If you treat phenol with zinc dust, zinc dust means zinc oxide is present in it, right? Zinc dust, if you take zinc dust and treat with phenol, what happens is, if you just take zinc, if you take zinc dust, actually what is the structure of phenol? OH, right? Zinc will take oxygen and in between these two there was oxygen, it gets lost. by zinc. The leftover is benzene ring. Phenol reacts with zinc dust to give you benzene. This is also one preparation of benzene. Now we will see chemical properties of benzene. As I already told you, benzene undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction. Whatever reagent you take, from that reagent electrophile gets substituting on the benzene ring. Okay. Now we will